and Wesley Snips smoking on a doobie. Me and Wesley Snips doing DMT. Me and Wesley Snips, we've gone into the Matrix to fly to outer space with the Clockwork Elves. Oh! He's out of his mind. He's out of control. He is out. He's out of this world. He's a psychedelic lobster. He peddles low-quality gear. He likes to see base nectar. He smells bad. He tells people that vitamin pills aren't good for them. He has a collection of crystals. What is that noise in the background? Where's that coming from? Don't want any of that. No, that's much too much. No. Why? Where and why? Where and why? Where? Oh no. Where? Whoa! Wee! That is a bit annoying actually, isn't it? Guys, look, hold on, yeah? Just hold on. There? No, there. Okay, alright, it's on the mic channel. Interesting. Very interesting. Like it. Very nice. It's because I moved all these cables around, isn't it? Isn't it, guys? Guys! Hey, guys! Hey! What is going on? Guys, I'm going to lose you for a second. No, it's no better, is it? It almost sounds worse. Why is this? Why? Oh, it's an earthing issue. Oh, that's cool, isn't it? Oh, I'll just hold on to this for the whole fucking show then, shall I? Jesus. Oh, yeah, don't mind me, guys. I'm just holding on to the mic stand for the entire show to earth something. Oh, will you... Why can't we have nice things? Guys, look, I get up every morning, early sometimes. I go to the gym, walk the dog, fun in the park. Oh, and I come in to do this radio show. I try to do my best. Under almost impossible conditions sometimes. I have to sometimes fight my way into the building because of mobs of marauding jump-up DJs that are after my blood because they don't understand memes. And and then this. That's weird. Why would this be happening? Can someone help? Help somebody! Oh God! All right, look, we'll just roll the intro. Oh, that.
Couple extra potatoes. That's all I want.
You're getting on. You're pushing 30, Slugger. It's time to think about getting some ambition.
Oh, I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee and Memes. I'm a man alone in a room losing his mind. The noise is still there. It's just disgusting. Guys, look, we'll carry on with the show in spite of all the odds. But guys, I promise very little, but today I'm promising even less. News-wise, come on, look, what's going on? Okay, look. And then confronted by the fact today that there really is fuck all in the news this week. I'm going to be honest with you, this has been a really rubbish week for rubbish news. There's not even certain news that's like so rubbish it's good, which is basically what I base this show on. It's just crap. Like half of the news stories on the Lad Bible, the absolute pinnacle of news that's so shit it's good. Literally, all of them are about dying cats and dogs. The dog who starred as Cheddar in Brooklyn Nine-Nine has died. A man confesses to killing New Zealand Prime Minister's cat 2 years later. Former Liverpool striker Daniel Sturridge, he's reunited with stolen dog. Okay, well that's I guess a happy spin on dog stuff. I cannot believe that. What? Can someone explain to me what I'm supposed to do about this? What is it? What is even going on? Is this even streaming? Am I even live? Did I even wake up this morning? Am I on drugs right now? Wesley, what is in this? Oh no, that doesn't work either. Hey, this is what you pay your license fee for, right, guys? Guys, does Will need an adult? I do. I need an adult. I need a guardian. I need a responsible human being in my life to take care of me. Better down at the base. How would this be possible? Something's not earthed right, and I don't really understand. And I think you've heard my music. I don't really understand much about technology. You've heard my mix downs. You think, God, he's just winging that, isn't he? He's got no idea. All right, look, come on, let's muddle through. Let's do our best. We can do. God, there is nothing, absolutely nothing in this. This is bollocks. All right, look, police. I've got music. There is music. That's going to be fine. Police identify Walmart where woman licked ice cream in viral video. So this is a new trend, apparently, whereby people go into supermarkets and lick the tops of ice creams and then put them back. Because people are awful, basically, I think is the upshot of this. I think this is what we can potentially conclude from such actions, that just people are just the worst. Like yesterday, people in the Discord were basically complaining that the human race is a plague on the planet, which I don't agree with. But someone was saying that 99% of people are cunts and only 1% of people are okay. And, I disagree with that as well. But then you see things like this. You're like, I don't know. But then not everyone's going around licking the tops of ice creams. Most people are going around licking each other's assholes, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with just eating an ass and just, going about your day in your normal ass-eating business. But this licking of ice creams, it's a big no-no from me, guys. I'm really, I'm a liberal guy, but as I say, my liberal values are tested every day, particularly in 2019, pushing me just further and further all the way to the far authoritarian right. No, but why are people doing this? Okay, well, look, let's get her up. Let's get this clown up on the screen. She's probably going to go down for, I would say, 20 years, I reckon, for fucking with. Americans take their ice cream pretty goddamn seriously, and they do not want some floozy out in a Walmart licking the top of it like it is an unbleached anus. Seriously, guys, they're not going to stand for it. Okay, well, let's find out what's going on. Oh my God.
Lick it. Oh, you foul. Put it back. Oh, you're a hoe?
Go on, dare me like if I'm a... What?
Oh, you're a hoe?
You're a hoe? Right, okay. Yeah, is that what he was saying? I don't know. That's a... yeah, okay. Jake Massey writes, when will people learn, eh? If you really can't resist taking the lid off an ice cream tub and licking it and putting it back on the shelves afterwards. What, then? Also, if you can't resist taking the lid off at what? Oh, right. Okay, that's if you own the ice cream. This is very unclear, Jake. Also, if you can't resist taking the lid of a tub of ice cream and licking it, definitely don't film it and share it on social media. One woman in the US inadvertently went viral earlier this week for doing just that, and the police have identified the store where the disgusting prank took place. Turns out, the licking went down in Walmart in Lufkin, Texas, and the store has removed all tin roof half gallons of ice cream, half a gallon of ice cream, from its shelf. Lufkin police said at 1:10 today, Bluebell contacted us saying that they believe the viral video took place in the Lufkin Walmart store and they had retrieved what they believed to be the tainted container of ice cream. By 4 p.m, detectives had obtained surveillance video placing a woman matching the suspect's description at the Lufkin store on the 28th of June around 11 p.m. The forces said that once they had verified the woman's identity, they would charge her with a second-degree felony. Fucking it, she's fucked. They said, our detectives are working to confirm the identity of the female suspect seen in the viral video of her licking a half-gallon of Bluebell tin roof ice cream in the Lufkin Walmart, blah, blah, blah. Once her identity is verified, detectives will proceed to getting a warrant for her arrest, a charge of second-degree felony, tampering with a consumer product. As that portion of the investigation continues, detectives are focusing on identifying the male in the green shirt behind the camera, seen in images of the two entering the store together. Detectives will continue working through the holiday on this case. Wow, they're really, really tackling the big stuff, aren't they? Yep, no days off, guys. We've got to get this one sorted. We need to bring this bitch to justice. Bluebell Creameries has also condemned the food tampering. Why is it always with the condemning? Like, isn't that an assumption? Like the ice cream people aren't going to be like, brilliant. Oh, that's hilarious. Good on you. So funny. Oh, we'll share it on our social media. Oh, that is great. Like, obviously, they don't want random cunts licking their ice cream in the shops. God's sake. They've also taken the opportunity to say that they condemn all racism and sexism and homophobia, and that during Pride Month they stand proud with their LGBT. Presumably, God almighty, they've condemned the food tampering and said that all of the tin roof half-gallons of ice cream have been removed from that store out of an abundance of caution, presumably because they can't be 100% sure which was licked and which was not licked. I don't think they're insinuating she had licked all of them. Look, this phantom licker, yeah, she's probably licked before. That ain't likely her first lick. You know, these licky types, Licky Kiki or whatever her name's, Licky Lee, the Scandinavian pop singer. Look, if Licky Lee, yeah, the Scandinavian pop singer, is going around supermarkets, wherever, I don't know, Scandinavia, the US, the UK, wherever it is, and she's out there licking all these ice cream tops. Perhaps it's some sort of promo for her new single. Like, I don't know. But anyway, she should be stopped. That is not acceptable behaviour from a Scandinavian pop singer. I expect the highest moral standards from my Scandinavian pop singers, be it Licky Lee, ABBA, or any of the others. Are there any others? Or is it just them? 5 of them. There's only ever been 5 Scandinavian... Robin? Yeah? Robin wouldn't do this. You wouldn't catch Robin, the Scandinavian pop singer, in a supermarket taking the film off of packaged steaks and licking it. It just wouldn't happen. She'd be too busy giving her boyfriend a hand job. That's a Robin song, isn't it? Where they're like, just sort of goes along the lines of, let's go out tonight, we'll get the pictures. If it's shit, I'll give you a hand job. That's a Robin song, isn't it? What's it called? It's called like Toss You Off or something. I'm sure it is. Robin singer Jerk You Off. Is it Robin? Have I completely made this up? Guys, help me. I don't know what's... anyway, look, my point still stands, though. Any Scandinavian pop singers, be it ABBA, Robin, or Licky Lee, are out on the lick, yeah? If they're out in your local Budgeons or your Lundis or wherever, and they're licking the top of, whatever new container of Halo Top or Ben & Jerry's fish food or something, they should be stopped. I do not condone that. In fact, I condemn the actions of Robin, Licky Lee and ABBA and all of their ice cream licky business. I won't have it. Honestly, I will not stand for it. I've got to find that bloody Robin song now. Someone help me out with that one? Guys, is there a Robin song about tossing people off? Guys, help. Am I even broadcasting? What's going on? Christ, let's play some music. Let's play that DJ rap bit again. It was really good. Today's show is not going to plan. You may have noticed. Right, I'll text Hayley, she'll know. Right, confirmation from Hayley, yes. I'm not dreaming. El Bildo, he is inside. Thank you, buddy. Apparently the Robin Jerk You Off song is an outro to something rather than its own individual song, but it does exist, so I'm just putting it out there. It's about like going out, and if they're having a shit time, just toss them off. It's a fucking good gal, you know? Can't argue with that, can you? Sure lads would be happy the other way around. It's like come see John Wick with us. If you get bored halfway through, I'll munch you out. You know, it's fine, isn't it? Am I right in saying that Build and Matic are working on a collaboration that is a jungle remix of the Rasta Mouse theme tune? Is that accurate? Dark Places by DJ Rap. I'm into that. I think it's a good record. I'm keen. I'm keen as Robin is to just dish out the hand shandies like sweets or something. Anyway, like they're panda pops at a roller disco. Yeah, come on, guys. Is that still going? Where's that noise coming from? It's too much noise. Too much noise. Anyway, got a good one here. Where's it gone? Oh, it's gone. No, it's here. There we go. Police looking for man with mullet, covered in face tattoos, who allegedly stole sex vibrators. As opposed to what vibrators? Like shopping vibrators? Morris dancing vibrators? Stuart Perry, one of my least favourite lad Bible journalists, because he can barely string a sentence together. Sex vibrators? Seriously? What we did? Yeah, he stole a packet of sex condoms. But what other purpose are there for vibrators? Yeah, yeah, he stole a sex butt plug. What? Christ. Anyway, look at this. Look at what is it? Never take my soul. Does that say on his face? Meow meow by High Rankin. Oh, that's nice to get a shout out on this geezer's face. Never take my sex vibrators. Anyway, police in Australia are on the hunt for a man who they think is behind a string of robberies. The bloke is covered in face tattoos. They all have lovely sounding phrases like "never take my soul" and "death before dishonour." Nice. Death before decaf. When we say that he is covered, we mean there is not much space for him left to get inked on his noggin. Yeah, well done, mate. Well done. He's wanted in relation to a string of thefts, including 480 quid's worth of vibrators. I thought they were sex vibrators. 480 quid's worth of sex vibrators, 2 driving cars, 2 conversation mobile phones, 2 sour gecko lollies from Surfer's Paradise convenience store. Right. We hope they can catch him purely because of the lolly theft. In addition to the bloke's face tats, the mystery man is also sporting a pretty healthy mullet. It's not even a business in the front style mullet. His head is shaved down to the skin, all the way to the back of his head. Police surely won't have too much trouble finding this guy. He stick out like sore thumb. According to Courier Mail, sex vibrators in question that allegedly he stole include $100 buddy wand, USB personal massager, £250 plus wave sex vibration, and £130 Trist multi-erogenous zone massager. He also is accused of nicking a Huawei Y3 from a convenience store, then returning the next day to grab a woman's iPhone 8 right out of her hands. God, he's a real menace. The mulleted menace. But, you know, death before dishonour. Australia seems to be a bit of a hotbed of sex toy-related crime over the past few months. There was this Queenslander nabbing a 7.5-inch squirting dildo and sex machine stand. Squirting dildo? What? Why? Why would you want your dildo to squirt? I don't understand. What, you tossing it off? What are you, Robin, the Scandinavian singer that goes around licking meat? She doesn't. Why would you want a dildo to squirt? I don't understand the world anymore, man. I try and be nice. You know, I try and be accepting of other people's peculiar ways. Try and be liberal and tolerant about it, but then I got 7.5-inch squirting dildos, you know, and Trist multi-erogenous zone massagers and sex vibrators, you know, and I just want to go to bed, you know. I just want to watch Love Island and go to bed. I've got an idea about Love Island, actually. Maybe I'll tell you about it later. I think it's a good one. I might have mentioned it before. Well, that was a real disappointment. Jesus, look at that hairdo. Oh, damn. He looks like someone had come up to me at a rave and would be very familiar with my earlier work. God bless him. What else have we got? What other madness? Oh, I don't even know. Just what do you do about this? How do I earth a desk? No, it's just this. How does this... Someone help! Guys, this is pathetic. Anyway, meet Tomatan, a wearable robot that feeds you tomatoes as you run. Thank God. This is slightly old news, but I'd not seen it before, and it's rather beautiful. Because when I run, which obviously, I just run everywhere. Because obviously I don't use a car or any vehicles because, climate change and stuff. So I just run everywhere. But one of the problems I have with running is that when I try and feed myself the tomatoes as I run, I often miss my mouth. Because I'm running and stuff, giving it all of that. I'm trying to get the tomatoes in, obviously for sustenance, to help with the running. But often it doesn't work. And I've always thought if there was some way that I could just get these tomatoes into my mouth without dropping them on the floor, I could run much further and better. And now, thank God, looks like my dreams have been fulfilled. And it's actually been around since 2015. Look, here's this little lad. Yeah, is there any volume? Wow, yeah, flicks a little switch, grab the tomato, and here it goes. Go on, son! Oh, yes, yes. See, this is it. This is what you need. For anyone just listening, it's a little robot. He's red, he's cute, he's got a smiley face, and he sits on your shoulders. And he's got a knapsack full of tomatoes. When you flick a lever, his hands feed you a tomato. Lovely, juicy red Tommy. See, he's demonstrating it now on a treadmill. And yum, 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 yum. Tommies. Very nice. Be cool to modify it slightly so it could feed you pingers. And you just have that in a rave. And just whenever you feel that you need another. I mean, you'd stand out, wouldn't you? I think the bouncers would probably notice you if you had one of those on there. Go away. I'm not interested in any of this. Go on, sling your hook. A Japanese vegetable juice company has designed a new wearable robot that dispenses tomatoes for people to eat on the go. Tomatan is a robot that can be worn as a backpack, weighing 8 kilos. It's perfectly reasonable. It features a tomato-shaped head with a mouth that opens to dispense the tomato into circular metal arms. Okay, so he regurgitates the tomato. Cute. And then it comes down over the person's mouth to feed them the tomato. Incredibly useful. Why would anyone need this, you might ask? I wouldn't ask that. It's obvious why people would need this. It's for when you're running and you need tomatoes. Tomatoes have a lot of nutrition that combats fatigue. Kagome employee Shigenori Suzuki told Deccan Chronicle. Kagome worked together with a Japanese artistic studio known as Meiwa Denki, which is well known for making unusual musical instruments and other devices. We used about 100 tomatoes to complete this machine. It's fine. Good. You're going to make an omelette, you've got to break a few eggs. We focused mostly on its visual design. On the Sunday, the 22nd... Suzuki will be representing Kagome in the Tokyo Marathon. Well, he's going to win now if he's got bloody ready access to tomatoes all the way around. On Saturday, the 21st of February, and intends to wear the Tomaton robot during the 5K fun run. He'll smash it. Easy. With Tosso running behind him, with tools, just in case the robot stops working. That would be a nightmare. Jesus, how would you make it to the finish line if you no longer had access to the tomatoes? Then on Sunday, the 22nd of February, during the full Tokyo Marathon, a professional runner from Kagome will take part using a lighter version of the robot known as Petit Tomaton. Cute. Petit Tomaton weighs just 3 kilos and features a mini tomato holster that is worn on the back. As the robot is much smaller, the runner will need to hold a delivery tube up to his mouth, but the robot features a timer, so the runner does not ingest too many tomatoes in one go and deplete the supply too quickly. Yes, it is very important when running with tomatoes that you maintain a steady supply, but not too quick with the tomatoes. Because you don't want to basically spunk all your tomatoes in one go, do you? You need to dilly out, sort of ration the tomatoes, like, I don't know, 1 tomato a mile, something like that. So you're going to need about 25 tomatoes. Obviously, it depends on the size of the tomato. You've got a big old beef tomato. Oh, seriously, that might do you for a whole 5K. Yeah, but you just got little cherry tomatoes. That's just going to be a mile of tomato, isn't it? Simple enough, isn't it? Why does that happen? Anyone? Can anyone explain? Like, what are we going to have? Let's have this document 1 and injure bit again. It was nice.
Nah, we can settle whenever we like. Just get to know you before someone else, right? We can settle whenever we like. Just get to know you before someone else, right? We can settle whenever we like. Just get to know you before someone else, right? We can settle whenever we like. We can settle whenever we like now. Dreams fly when you meet someone you like. You both free and single, so it's arm in arm time. It's only one night, we can talk in moonlight until the sun rises in your grip extra tight. Moon in your eyes, hand placed in mine. Walking wherever our feet take or decide. You look at me and smile, is this real? I deny, cause I know when I wake up you'll no longer be by my side. We can settle whenever we like. Someone else, right? Summer can be beautiful, but we've got tonight. Just hold me close till we say goodbye. I said, come on, we can settle whenever we like.
Bill, do you remember the other day when we were on Instagram and we had a little bit of banter going with Inja, and then you were like, Inja, you should go on iRankin's podcast, and it was just like tumbleweed. If you ever want to kill a conversation absolutely stone dead with a drum and bass artist, just suggest they come on my podcast. Great times, great times. Oh, I know my place in the pack, don't worry. I'm comfortable with it.
We can settle whenever we like. Just get to know you before someone else, right? We can settle whenever we like. Just get to know you before someone else, right? We can settle whenever we like. Just get to know you before someone else, right? We can settle whenever we like. We can settle whenever we like now. I don't find conversations too often this sacred. You got me laughing like I haven't done in ages. Making me smile the way you hold me got me tainted. I only came to grab a drink and listen bases. Last night in these beautiful locations, but you the beauty I'm lost in on this occasion. Feeling human like we can talk till we ancient. A dream come true till we're parting, so take it, baby.
Coming up at 11, our boy Constrict, episode 4 of Incidental Sonics, brand new, playing all sorts of dreamy, deepy, dreamy, lovely, dreamy dreams of dreams.
Hold me close till we say goodbye.
Dreamiest dreamy dreams that any dreamer ever dreamt. Oh, mate.
I feel like a human again.
Okay. So what was that? I was just getting sweet talked a little bit there by Inja.
Walk with me arm in arm.
Yeah, okay.
Hold me, let's talk.
Sure.
Let's go watch the sunrise.
Yeah, no worries.
Because the moon's looking beautiful in you right now.
Thanks. Thanks very much.
I feel like a human again.
Oh, cute, isn't it? Well, bless him. My little sweetie. You come on the podcast. Come on, whisper sweet nothing to my ear on the podcast. No? Okay, never mind. Guys, what else have we got? No more tomatoes. We're done with the tomatoes. Done with Facey Man. Hey, look, we've got a whole load of listener mail that I've been really neglecting listener mail recently. I've had bits in, and I've just completely forgotten about it. So look, let's do listener mail. Send me any bollocks that you have on your mind. Send me any bollocks that you can find. Even if that bollocks that you have on your brain is totally fucking insane. Oh, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Listen Mail, where you bunch of lunatics send me in the mad bollocks that you have on your brain, and that is right. Okay, let's get into this. Richard Dismore, a.k.a. Diz Dastardly, a.k.a. Dick Chesney. He's a good boy. He's an upstanding member of the Lobster Crew. He is nice to some people, and not, but he doesn't suffer fools, and he's very handsome, but he's not arrogant because he's so good looking. He's one of those people that actually makes it actually a little bit more annoying, because like when fit people are arseholes, you're like, yeah, well, that's it, innit? Fit people are dickheads though, aren't they? But when they're like really nice as well, like really nice, you know, it's like, God, you're full package, aren't you, motherfucker? But you know, anyway, he says, "Dear Uncle Rankin." This is very small. It's pretty. Dear Uncle Rankin, told the guys on the Lobster Chat I had a story about my balls. Bit long for Facebook. Best share it. Best share it. Know that I went through this, so you don't have to. Okay, thanks. That's good. He's also included a visual metaphor, which I will get on the screen soon. Where's that? It's going to be there. Okay, cool. Right, it's taking it from Alibaba. That's interesting source. It says 2 weeks ago, I went back to work in the evening and my face started hurting. Over the course of the shift, the skin came out in a scabby rash. My lips inflated, became glossy and started to crack. I didn't know what was going on. This has happened before, sort of a year ago, and I'd put it down to partying too hard for months, pissed for weeks, so I'd figured I'd been at it again and needed to calm down a bit. Thinking about it, though, I hadn't had a drink in 3 days, and this sudden explosion seemed like a massive allergic reaction around my eyes and mouth, so maybe it was something I'd eaten lately. I hadn't eaten or drunk anything out of the ordinary, so that was out, and no mad benders for a couple of weeks. The penny dropped. I've been wiping my face with kitchen wipes that contained bleach. I'd already had a shower that day. If I'd already had a shower that day, I would use wet wipes to give myself a quick once-over, feel fresh before I go back to work, but never discriminated between aloe vera bum soft wipes with lemon fresh Dettol bleach wipes. Okay, yeah, it is important to make that distinction. Took about a week for my face to shrink back to size and the lesions to heal with a cocktail of soothing ointments and antibiotics. Kids thought this was fucking hilarious. But this made sense because a year ago, culminating in a heavy Boomtown 4-day bender, it had happened, but much, much worse. And I had just attributed it to the booze and drugs marathon. I say because I'd been using these wipes to freshen up my undercarriage during the festival when feeling a tad grimy. And by the time I got home, my balls were twice the size and peeling skin all over the place. I now have the visual metaphor here, which is a bowl of tin tomatoes. So if you're watching, there's the metaphor, visual metaphor for the balls. Where are we? I was confused and in a lot of pain and slightly terrified of what was to become of my treasured testes. My plums were pickled. They would shed a perfect replica of scrotal skin every day, like the leftover skin when a tarantula sheds, leaving behind a pair of red glistening poached plums. Man, that is rough. When I eventually went to the doctor, she looked shocked when I gingerly cupped my mangled lychee for her and hurriedly gave me a prescription for all the drugs in Boots. I was in bed for a week, rebuilding my shattered genitals to a backdrop of Netflix and Greg's, believing all the while that that was definitely my last dab of Mandy at the Tangled Roots system, and that's what had caused it. As I said at the beginning, I've I've done this so you don't have to. Frankie Boyle once said, you don't have to be a good role model to be a parent. You just have to function as a warning. Cheers, Rich. P.S. If anyone needs advice on testicle maintenance or allergy advice on bleach, DM me. Dude, that's a rough. That is rough. That is a real. Yeah, I feel for you, son. I've got 99 problems, but pickled plums ain't currently one. Oh God, yeah. Well, you know, I'm glad that now Coffee and Memes can be a sort of conduit for you to get that advice out to the world. It might be worth going on Amazon and finding the bleach wipes that you used for your undercarriage and possibly telling that story on there, and just, you know, just in review form, just to let people know that they really are only supposed to clean lavatories with, but not the equipment that you use in the lavatory. Your testes, you know, your cock. Imagine, oh Jesus, I don't know. How was the old chap? Because I mean, I feel like if I was giving myself that sort of student shower, that sort of festival shower where you just go over it with a wet wipe, I'd have probably gone under the foreskin. Jesus, it does not bear thinking about what would happen. Just bleach under the... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, truly harrowing stuff. Thanks for getting in touch, Rich. You're a good boy, and I love you. Anyway, LTech has sent in more information on this Swingers Festival, but we've covered this. Oh no, this is Europe's largest... All right, well anyway, let's get into it. Let's find out what's there. Because they were very cagey on the information. Europe's largest swinger festival, Swingfield, starts soon near Bristol. So this is because I've neglected the Lister Mail for a week or so. This is now out of date. The upshot of this is that, yes, there were beds outside, and one lass had a heart attack, but she's okay. Oh, they've got paddling pools as well. So someone's flown over the sex festival with a drone. Good. Yeah, glad that drones exist. And, yeah, I'm sorry there's just not much more to report on that. But LTAC, thank you for sending that in. I'm sorry I sort of missed the date on that. Anyway, Big Shawnee Simpson gets in touch. He says, no shit, what did he think was going to happen? And it's a Vice article, so, you know, buckle up. Let's find out what's going on here. Mixing poisonous pufferfish and cocaine is a terrible idea, Florida man learns. Oh, excellent. Good. Another example of someone doing something so you don't have to. Eating the liver of a highly toxic fish is bad. Eating it while on cocaine is worse. Okay, the Florida Department of Health has its own PowerPoint presentation about the dangers of eating pufferfish, and it needs just one more slide to get the point across. Eat puffer and you may suffer, it says all in caps at the top of the page. Although pufferfish is a popular dish in some regions, eating southern puffer can make you sick, the agency continued. There are at least 9 different species of pufferfish that can be caught in the Floridian waters. Which means that there are at least 9 species of pufferfish that shouldn't be eaten. The fish contains a potentially deadly neurotoxin that can cause, best case scenario, numbness, dizziness, and difficulty in breathing. In the worst case scenario, it can literally kill you. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission prohibits anyone from hunting the fish purely because of the potential to cause a very bad time. Why have they capitalised the first letters of a very bad time? Anyway, a 43-year-old man somehow missed those warnings and almost offed himself by eating pufferfish liver, one of the most toxic parts of an already toxic fish. The man's near-death experience was recently chronicled in a case report called Blow, a case of pufferfish intoxication in South Florida. After eating the liver, the man started vomiting profusely, had numbness and weakness in his legs, couldn't speak clearly, and had chest and stomach pains. Within 4 hours, he was in the emergency room, where doctors also discovered that he had extremely high blood pressure and chronic kidney disease. The man admitted that he'd also been using cocaine, and the docs attributed his blood pressure to that kind of blow. But the other symptoms were thanks to tetrodotoxin, the poison found in that kind of pufferfish. Tetrodotoxin, or TTX, is more than 1,000 times more toxic than cyanide. Wow. And there's no antidote for it. In pufferfish, the highest concentration of TTX are found in the skins, ovaries, and liver, making this man's bad decision even worse. The docs gave the man activated charcoal. Right, what did they give him? A vegan smoothie, antibiotics, and put him on a respirator. They gave him essential oils and put some crystals up his bum. Put him on a respirator to ensure that he would be able to breathe, even if the TTX further paralysed him. If intoxication does not result in death, symptoms usually recover in 24 hours, as was the case with our patient. Maybe it's all the gear in his system that fought it off. No one's looking at it from that angle, are they? Thank God I'm here. Dr. Patricia Almeida wrote in a report, the man's grandmother was also treated for dizziness and some muscle weakness, but because she hadn't eaten much of the fish or any of its liver, her symptoms were not as severe. Unfortunately, the man's kidneys did not recover from the TTX, the cocaine, or the combination of the two. He will require dialysis treatment for the rest of his life. He also didn't or wouldn't tell the doctors where he got the fish in the first place. Pufferfish consumption is not commonly seen in the United States, Almeida wrote. However, both consumers and healthcare professionals should be aware of its particular life-threatening clinical manifestations. And for now, we will forewarn the public to refrain from consuming the deadly delicacy known as fugu. Have we not seen that episode of The Simpsons? I know he doesn't die, but surely that should have been warning enough. Guys, come on. Some species of pufferfish, or fugu, remain a delicacy in Japan, where chefs train for 2 years to learn how to safely prepare it. What's the point? Why bother? Those chefs also have to pass a proficiency test, complete an apprenticeship, and apply for a license to prepare and serve it. There is no such licensing requirement in the United States, but the US Food and Drug Administration has serious restrictions on the import of fugu from Japan and requires Japanese chefs to remove the most toxic parts of it before it's boxed up and shipped out of the country. In December 2014, a 30-year-old man and his 33-year-old sister bought some fugu from a New York City street vendor and took it back to Minnesota with them as a treat. The two of them ate it, and both of them were in the emergency room a few hours later. My teeth can't feel themselves, the unidentified man reportedly told doctors who treated him. Yeah, that's cocaine. According to NBC News, the siblings left the hospital against the doctor's orders and disappeared before the cops asked them any additional questions about the fish. Why are people so shady about where they got the fish from? What's going on here? Are they getting it off like Japanese mafia or something? Are the triads involved? Snitches get stitches. We know this. But at least they didn't combine it with cocaine. Sharp Vice. Thanks for sending me that, Big Shawnee Simpson. That's a good story. I enjoyed it. That's all for Listener Mail today.
Send me any bollocks that you have on your mind. Send me any bollocks that you can find. Even if that bollocks that you have on your brain is totally fucking insane. No, thank you so much.
Look, let's have one more bit of music songs, music rhythm, music stuff. Let's have War March by Joe Ford. I say it's a contender for Shoe Thrower of the Week. Tell me if I'm wrong. As I say, coming up at 11, Constrict with Incidental Sonics. Coming up at 3, Rankins Records. At 7, Mr. Merck and the Eastern Front Boys. At 9, Duff, all aboard. So we've had that balls overlay for ages. Woo! Joe Ford, War March. Walmart. No, Wall March. Wallflower. That's Wallflower. Wall March. War March. Warmer. Yeah, Joe Ford. He's a good boy. He's a nice boy, handsome boy, rippling six-pack abs. Maybe on the steroids. I don't know. Guys, thanks for... Oh, Jesus! I was just going to say, thanks for bearing with me today. It's all been a bit shambolic. Don't know why. Got in late. Had a few drinks last night with the missus. Who knows? Could be anything. Could be any number of things. Could be the beginning of the end for my sanity. It's perfectly possible. So thank you for bearing with me. And just... You're a hell of a bunch of gals and bunch of guys. For enduring the nonsense, enduring the tomfoolery, and the ridiculousness of this whole charade. Guys, thank you so much to everyone that is supporting on Patreon. I could not do it without you. Thank you to Snips for providing me with some very low quality soap bar last night that I whipped up into a quick 2-fagger with a pack of Bensons. And Squiff, did you make this from scratch? Because it's very detailed and very I'm very impressed. I thought it was a sort of shop bought rubber affair, but it's not. It's I think it's handcrafted by the looks of things. Very impressive work. If so, very impressive. Guys, VIP list as ever: Greg Cornford, Oliver Hooper, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Squidgy Beats, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Michael Kedzierski, Matty Tomkins, Dave Long, Joel Potter, Colm Murphy, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Tom Camm, Stephen Harris, Matthieu Boulard, Jeroen Van Thunderbutt, Mike Pye, Lily Unsub, Richard Franks, Thomas Hall, Chode Ryder, Andrew Heichelbech, John Finison, the BDR Crew, Peter Blatchford, Austin Grief, Cooper, Gennady Lightfield, James Parry, Hendo Bartendo, Lady Scrivington, Liam the Menace Underwood, Dan fucking Morris, Go With No STDs, Ames MC, Josh Williams, Rob Humphrey, Shibby T, Coco Shiva, Dan Elsom, Taran Wilmore, Mr. Pope, Dark Progressive Sergeant Superior Drum Bass, Nicolas Lorcy, Kris Breaks, The Bill, Karissa Barthelson, Odin Bates, Lee Filler, D, Daniel Genvy, Flaxis, Matt Wright, Grant Sullivan, Tom Robinson, Dab Smasher, Connor Smythe, Kevin Kaiser, Chris Shaw, Mr. Happy German Time Saver Lord of D&B, Cosmic Waff, Keep It Cool, Tom Mobile, Nick Brock, Mustang, Philly, Sean Simpson, Robin Card, Sam House, Hugh Downer, Sarah Hunt, The Hitchmuffs, Eltec Willet, Ben Virgo, Dan Tweed, Lupe Salazar, Big Wodge, My Hill, Mighty Danny, Nick Fleming, Carl Lewis, Gordon and Liz, Carl Williams, Tom Skipper, unfortunately it's George TC, Anthony Sharp and Claudio Love Schmear. Guys, thanks so much. Also, there is news coming soon of the new iteration Ranking Radio 2.0. Me and Jim are working on big things. There's going to be some big announcements. If you are a Ranking Radio fan, hopefully you will be keen on this news. Shit is going to be popping off. If you go to the Ranking Radio Facebook page, there's now a group there that you can join, the Brave Boys of Ranking Radio. There's a few brave boys in there already. Only the bravest of boys need apply. Remember that. So get involved with that. But look, hang around on threshold.fm because Constrict's here with Incidental Sonics for the next 2 hours of freaking good old-fashioned, dreamy, lovely, deepy, lovely, dreamy, deepy, lovely, dreamy, jungly, deepy, lovely, roly, deepy, lovely. Okay, guys? And if that's your cup of tea, then I strongly suggest getting involved. Thanks for putting up with me today. I will be back at 3 for Rankins Records. Yeah? And we'll have another crack at it. Yeah? Sound reasonable? Good. All right. I'll see you then. I love you. I love you.